Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Happy Sunday drive.
Road closed?
What?
Oh, no.
So, you know what's funny is earlier today, I was with Jessica and Marcellus doing their new Home orientation, and he asked, he's like, I love your Sunday drives. They're so funny. And he's like, so do you do those on Sunday? And so I said, full disclosure, no, most of the time we're not. For instance, today is Friday. And we're filming it now. So, by the way, where we are, before we see all this chaos to the side of us, we are actually on Marsh Road. We just turned at the intersection of Avalon and Stony Brook West Parkway.
Yeah, this is why we were going to show you this.
To Marsh, is this right here. And if you look to our right, this is /will be again the entrance to Hickory Hammock. Hickory Hammock is a gated community here in Winter
And
Garden.
now it has a moat.
And now they do have a secondary entrance, and that's what you have to use now if you were a guest or a resident. But they are redoing this because you said firehouse over here.
Fire station, yes. Fire station 21.
Nice. And this is Twinwaters to the left, Twinwaters to the right.
Stand up, sit down, fight.
That's funny. We are. Both of those are the Meritage community that has been closed out now for, a couple years. But still lovely, lovely, lovely homes. Some of those over there on that side. Ooh, with that blue sky that tells Floridians something.
Yeah,
There's a special shade of blue in the atmosphere that lets us know what's happening and what's coming. Anyway, so we're going down Marsh Road.
We wanted to show you weren't kidding about that, were you?
Yeah, you're going to see the lightning over there off in the distance.
So, translation.
Yes.
In the words of the famous movie Color Purple, it's going to rain on your head.
It is going to rain on your head.
So, yes. Amy, it seems to me that you're going a little more slowly than one might consider doing on a road such as this. Why is that?
I know. Well, if you can see the little speed thingy in front of me. So, this used to be a 35, was it 35 or 45?
It used to be 45, then it went to 35,
now it's 25. So, this is a stretch of Marsh Road again. It kind of ran straight in from Stony Brook West Parkway. Once you cross Avalon, the road just changes names, but it's the same direction. I know, it's a gorgeous tree.
What a gorgeous tree.
So, this road, we're in Winter Garden, heading kind of toward Clermont in that direction. You can tell me if it's north, south, east, or west, because
we are headed west,
and my brain doesn't work that way. Anyway, but so once all of these communities started to become established,
I was going to say westward ho, and then I thought today's people might be like,
what?
Westward ho?
What? Oh.
That's not what I was saying. Ho, either way, however you want to take it.
Anyway, so as these communities started to develop on the right side and the left side, there's obviously a lot of construction, and so they needed to change the speed limit here. So yes, they have changed it, and it is a bustling 25 miles an hour for the vast majority of the road until it
excuse me?
I meant to say switches over.
Yes.
Almost accidentally said something else is over.
Yes.
To Lake County. So
which is our point today. We're going to
Lakeview Preserve.
A Winter Garden address that is not
technically correct.
In Winter Garden.
Technically correct.
We're going to go to Lakeview Preserve.
Yes.
But Amy, so as you come through here, you're minding your speed. Of course, back here, there would never be anyone enforcing that speed limit, would there?
Yes, there is.
Yes, this is where they make their money.
Can I tell you, I feel like I'm a good driver, right? I feel like I pay attention to the speed limit. Don't you make it?
No, I was going to agree.
But I have had, I think it was twice, right? Once I did not get a ticket, but once I did on this road. Because what happened, you were going to tell them what happens, right?
I'm going to tell them what happened to you. Because this is, so... A lot of people are like, they want to say things about themselves. I'm a good person, I'm whatever. And really, it's our stories that prove or disprove that we're good people. Here's how you're a good person. You're a good citizen. So we're going to come down here, and this is where the
it's right
Winter
there.
Garden Police, not Orange County Sheriff's, Winter Garden, because this is technically in the incorporated city of Winter Garden. So they sit down at the bottom of this hill, under this tree right here. Right
where that car's coming down, gaining
and
speed.
And just light you up.
But here's the thing. On the other side of that hill, it's 35.
Yep.
And 40.
40, 45, yeah. So you come up the hill, it's like, hi there.
Right.
So Amy was right there. There's a police officer right under that tree right there.
A few years ago, by the way.
Yeah. And she comes down, and she was going a little too fast, so she got pulled over. Also, I had neglected...
You were in the car?
Yeah. I had neglected to pay our registration on the car because you do it on your birthday here.
Which is different, right?
Which is different than we're used to. And they don't really give you a notification. You're just supposed to know that on your birthday. And it's on my birthday, not your birthday, not anybody else's birthday.
Right.
I mean, not everyone does it on my birthday.
You are special.
Each individual car owner pays it on their birthday.
We got it.
Anyway, so he said, you have this violation and you have this. And so we drive off, and then Amy goes, he only gave me one ticket. This woman, if you want to look for an honest person, she turned around a mile up the road and said, he said I should be getting 2 tickets. He only gave me 1 ticket. And she drove around and pulled up next to him again under the tree and said, I'm so sorry. We're going to Lake County, by the way. I'm so sorry. You only gave me 1 ticket. Because she wanted to be honest. And he said, no, I'll give you a warning for that one.
He goes, well, do you want me to give you a second?
Yeah, right.
I don't know, sir. I just...
So, coming over the hill here,
yes.
So you can see the next roundabout down there, that is Lakeview Preserve.
Right.
And you can see the hills, the rolling hills of Clermont.
Yep.
Ahead there.
Yep. And by the way, yes, I know for some of you that watch us all the time, you're like, well, you've been there before. Yes, but things change, new phases open up.
Yeah, that's what we're going to show you.
Yeah, but this community is, it is a blend of 2 builders. It was originally Pulte and is still Pulte, and for a brief period of time, Taylor Morrison was also a builder within the community. They had their allocated home sites. They sold those home sites. They've sold their models. They've moved out. They are no longer there. However, when we look for resale opportunity, it is likely that you could find an Amelia or a St. Croix or any of their other lovely Taylor Morrison floor plans in this community. But at the moment, all we're going to see that is available is Pulte, because they are into their final phase.
So as we come in, explain to me why it is Winter Garden 34787. But this is not in Winter Garden. Explain it to me.
Explain it. So this community, as Eric said earlier, this technically is Winter Garden 34787, but it is actually, we crossed the Lake County line. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
So that means that we are actually in Lake County, with Lake County schools being zoned for this community, as well as Lake County taxes.
Yes.
But it is serviced by the Winter Garden Post Office.
Yes.
So the Postal Service is the one really that kind of had determined it. So it's kind of odd, right? So, do you want me to go to the new estates?
The new, yeah.
Okay.
Huge. I said those poor people because the 34787 is serviced by one post office, and it is miles and miles and miles of stuff. So,
which is why they have the mail kiosks. One of the things that is another shocker, when we first moved here, we had a mailbox out in front of our home. Yeah. That was not a big deal. Look at the good dog. Oh my gosh,
that's
look
a
at
beagle.
The puppy.
That's a beagle.
It's a beagle. So when we first moved here, our first home had a mailbox out in the front of it. Not too long after we closed on our home, a lot of the other new construction communities, those mailboxes were gone, and everything became in a male-centered kiosk within the community. And sometimes they do have the station.
Male-centered. A lot of testosterone at the kiosk. I just,
You're funny. Anyway, so once you come through this community, by the way, this is a gated community. The gate was open because in communities that are under construction that are gated, the gates have to remain open during the workday. But it obviously closes in the evening, probably around 6 or 7.
We got the rare double gate.
And this is a rare double gate because we came in the main entrance, and now there's another gated section here for the estates at Lakeview Preserve, which are, again, a little bit larger home sites, which is really nice. So they have the larger floor plans, some larger home sites. Lovely.
New model that we need to
do. We do. I know. I forgot about that. I mentioned that.
And if you look out to the right, you'll see them putting up a cell tower, which I assume people have these everywhere, but that's a cell tower. That's not a tree. You can kind of tell it's not a tree, but I kind of like that they do that. They make it look like a big, although it doesn't really fit the natural.
I wonder if but here's the thing. Landscape. I don't know enough about that as to why that is, because remember, there's one at the entrance at Kindred, out in Kissimmee.
Yep.
And by the way, the first time we had kind of gone out there was around Christmas time, so I kind of thought they had decorated it like a Christmas tree. Well, the reality is there is a purpose for that.
Yeah, it's cell phones. Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying that it looks like a tree. Is that is there an aesthetic purpose?
It's just so people will look at it and go, oh, that's not a big tower with a bunch of things on it.
It's to camouflage it. It's to make it more appealing. Look at that sky over there.
Well, and go that way and go by that house because, by the way, I mean, I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm just going to say that's one of your clients.
Yes,
that's their house.
Beautiful.
So go by there, and by the way, let us. We like to do this on Sunday drives, and we like to do this, and we're not lying. It is hot as blazes today. It's 90 degrees today.
Yeah.
And there they are building your client's house.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, it's really dumb, but we feel supreme gratitude for that. No. It's just so nice. And they're going to get rained on.
They are going to get rained on in a minute. But look at this view. Let's sit here. Can I sit here for a minute and let them see the view? Should I do it from the front camera?
Go to the side. Yeah.
So they can see the side is recording. Is the side still recording?
Is it? No, it might not be. I don't think it is.
Oh no!
So loop around, and the other one is recording. So go that way, and I'll work on this.
So classy. You know how classy we are.
It's going. It's just
okay. Well, I don't know if you can see it from there, but at any rate, but on that note, while we figure this out, so this morning, like I said, we were just doing a new homeowner orientation for some clients who've been waiting for 2 years for their home to be built. Yeah. Yes, we are officially at that point. But while we were there, they were actually putting the stone on the exterior where the columns are. And I mean, and it was a mess, right? Yeah. Because there's just stuff everywhere and the saw's grinding, the guy's mixing up the mortar or whatever. And I mean, so many people. And during the course of our 3-hour new homeowner orientation, like I even said, I was like, those are artists. They're out there in the heat. It is in some ways a thankless job, it's just, and I feel like with all the people that build these homes, so many times their artistry and their talent gets overlooked just because it does. But anyway, but by the time we left, I mean, first of all, you can't just put up the stone, right? It kind of has to match and look right and make sense. And then they squeeze out the mortar like they're piping a cake or something, and then they are icing it, and then they
just go by real slow and go over here because it's an actual joy to see them. That we know the people who are going to live in that house, and I mean they're working so hard.
Yes, thank you.
And just so good.
Yeah.
You don't know about this yet, but you're going to see it because we're going to show it on coffee time. But I'll show it here real quick.
Do you want me to go this way, or you want me to?
You just do what you feel.
Well, there's a lot of vehicles over there, so maybe.
So go down there. No, go down there because you can see it said 70-foot wide lots. There you go.
Yes.
So
look at the difference. But did you say this one is recording to the right?
Yes, it is now recording to the right.
So this shows you the difference between the home sites, this extra space between them.
Because these are mamma jammas, by the way.
That's not the space
like the mamma jamma that's back there. Good Lord, you see that?
Yeah, it's beautiful. But you can see.
Yeah, there's extra lots.
There's extra lots in there. But if you see two houses that are side by side, okay, I want you to see me here, sir, because you are just buzzing around so fast in your little bobcat.
But those are big, wide houses, but there's still gaps between the neighbors. So now it costs a premium to have those lots, but and there's a kiosk.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is kind of nice. It's down here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just going to go back real quick. So we were talking about that was a house for your clients. We're going to show this on coffee time, but I'm going to show it here now. You get a quick preview or a coffee time preview. Okay. I think my camera's crooked, by the way.
It's just me. I'm crooked.
No, you're honest. We already established that. So more people in the heat. I went by Buck and Carrie's house.
Yes.
And I actually recorded about 10 seconds of video. Because the other thing that no, you didn't see this one because
was it not in the thicker?
It was just I did it for the audio. One of the things I love so much about these construction sites is
the music.
The joyful music that is playing really loudly. And I remember a house that we were building. I happened to come by and they're playing that, and it just gave me so much joy that our house was being built with that joyful noise.
Yes, I agree.
So I just recorded a little bit of it, but I figured we could play it on coffee time.
Yep.
And I played it just now while we were talking. But so let's talk about this neighborhood.
Yes.
So this is Lakeview Preserve. Pulte and Taylor Morrison. You mentioned that.
Correct. And Taylor Morrison is sold out.
Yeah.
So
go to 3387 Bowie Circle.
Oh, okay. Well.
If you can, if you figure it out. So schools, the Lost Lake Lions is the elementary school. Okay. That is up on Lost Lake is up on Hancock Road. Windy Hill Middle School, the Wolves.
Yes.
I love. By the way, I look at people's schools' websites and stuff while we do this. They're the Wolves, and they have, everything is #1pack. I think it's really cute.
Oh, that's
really sweet. I just like that.
It's very nice.
The Eastridge Knights. The Eastridge Knights, by the way, soccer state champions.
Say that again.
Soccer state champions. My dental surgery is still not immediately
You're good.
Not obvious. Soccer state champions, including many of the players that were on our son's travel team.
Really?
Like nine of those players.
Oh my gosh! What was the number again? 338.
3387. It's probably down there. So anyway, so in this neighborhood, distance to Publix, you got to pick them because you're kind of between two.
Okay.
You can go 4 miles into Lake County, almost down by 27, where there's a McDonald's. So this is Publix and McDonald's. 4 miles, 10 minutes. Kind of windy. You got to go, down the thing. Or you can go back to Hamlin, and it is 7 miles, 15 minutes to get back there. There's big dog.
What are we looking at this one for?
Because this house is, so that's a Mariner floor plan. It is $1.6 million. And I was like, what is going on with that? And that's what's going on with it.
It's on John's Lake. I gotcha.
Yeah. It's got a pool and the whole thing.
Nice.
It's priced pretty high.
Pretty pricey for this neighborhood.
It's pretty pricey for this neighborhood. So on that note, I was going to talk to you just about pricing here. So anywhere from, you can start in the $585 is the lowest price listed in this neighborhood right now, up to $1.6 million. And last week we did our little pricing index thing. The homes that have sold at $238 a square foot. That's kind of the average of what has sold in here. The homes that are listed at $261 a square foot, for a difference of a lot, right? The average is 2,800 square feet. So if the home is priced at $261, but they're selling at $238, that's like $60,000 difference between what's listed and what's sold.
Okay.
Again, that's in the abstract, but you see a lot of for sale signs here.
Well, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And a lot of those have just come on the market. 31 days on the market is the average right now in this neighborhood.
For this neighborhood.
The ones that sold in an average of 46 days. So, but at a much lower price. So, price per square foot. So we'll see.
Okay.
Give you the quick something to do. I would say from here, either go to the downtown Winter Garden or go to downtown Clermont. You kind of have your choice. Go one way or the other.
What about Epic Movie Theater?
Epic Movie Theater's down there. That's good.
I mean, it's not right next
door. You can go across the street to Nelson's Roses. Never been there, but I want to go there just because I think it sounds cool. Somewhere to eat, I picked Avalon Diner.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So we went past Avalon Diner right as we started the video. It's not a diner like a standing in a parking lot kind of diner that you might picture. It's in a shopping center, but it's a diner. Yeah, it's awesome. The food
they serve breakfast all day, and I think they only serve breakfast and lunch. I don't know if they're open for dinner. They did that for a while. I'm not sure, because honestly, we used to go there quite a bit when we lived in our other house. But now that we've moved, it's not super convenient. But still love it. One of my favorites, and definitely one of those little local spots that if you live here, you kind of know it exists. It's a great spot to. Distance
to the airport from here, by the way, is interesting to me because it's closer than Hamlin and Ovation and those things, because you don't have to come up 429. So whereas those were like 32 miles, 35 minutes, this is 29 miles, 33 minutes. Not that much closer, but it's an easier thing to get to 429 to get there.
I'm doing my, I don't know, where would you pick up?
You'd go down, down past Whispering Oak, Stony Brook, all that.
So you'd go that direction, and that's faster?
Yeah.
This doesn't seem
because you don't have to come up. So anyway.
Just because it's 25 miles an hour, that's why I was saying that. Cause
maybe so.
Take you forever to get. Anyway,
that's
whatever.
what the Google Map told me.
That's what Google Map said. Anyway, so here's the amenity center. Let me, I'm going to do a quick loop in here, and then we'll leave if you want. But yeah, so the amenity center is right here at the front of the entrance of the community. So when you come in, you do get to see this beautiful community set of amenities. You can see the playground over there. You've got some covered picnic table areas. You do have a fitness center and a clubhouse. It's quite lovely. There's a pool back there as well. And again, over here used to be the Taylor Morrison models. On the other side was the Pulte models. They've actually sold all of those original models. That one that's right there, that's mostly under construction right there, they're mostly completed. That used to be the parking lot for the models. Now the new model is back in the estate side, and the estate side is the final side, and it's those larger home sites for their big Mamma Jamma floor plans, like the Whitestone and and what else is it? The Yorkshire.
Go down that road over there as we just because I like the name of that road. It makes me laugh.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Lover's Lane. Yeah, this is Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane. Is this our hot date, baby?
This is it.
All right.
Yeah, after we're done, we're gonna park and make out. So this is more like the rural settlement that's a little further down. But so again, you see big houses and whatever.
Look at that. Love it.
We were going to horse trailers and stuff over there, so you see what you're getting here. This is cool. Just go down there and wind around because we'll wrap it up. Except to say, we were going to talk about the way that sellers are screwing things up these days. We'll just do that on coffee time.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So join us on coffee time. Yeah. We'll just focus on Lakeview Preserve. We got a couple of houses, 749, 824.
These are new, correct?
These are new. I'll put the little thing on the screen. New inventory is ready in June, so if you're interested in that community, want new construction, or there's, as you saw, there's plenty of resale there, give Amy a call.
What did you say the price was for the two news? In the eights? High eights?
Yeah, 749, 824.
Okay,
so
high sevens.
So Whitestone and Yorkshire. I'll put that on the screen.
This is beautiful.
As we go. Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, this is so good. That's what I'm so glad that I said let's go down here.
Yeah, this is nice.
But again, like horses and the whole thing. Come on.
So now we are to the back side of
this is that house that I said look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the one that I was like, look at that. Yeah.
Nice. Love. Very
no,
pretty
that's not that
here.
one, but you know what I mean.
I do. Yeah.
There's a very blue house.
It's very blue.
I really like it a lot, actually.
It's pretty blue.
Okay, cool. So anyway, join us for coffee time. If you're interested in those homes, give Amy a call at 407-848-8042. Amy Kidwell is Horizon West number one realtor. And honest. She is honest. We've proven that today.
That is a true story, by the way.
Thanks for joining us, and we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we're glad to have you along. It makes us happy. We like to feel connected to you. So,
and my lisp is getting better, but I did fall apart when I had a lot of the ethith.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We'll go get a smoothie.
I think we better go get gas because your thing just went off, and she's gonna freak out.
I know. I don't like it. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you so much. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Happy house hunting.